So yesterday I spoke about how we accidentally give our personal power away more than once to people and things that we really don't want to give our personal power to. And many people in the comments was talking about how they're justice driven. And this is a great pain for many marginalised people who've experienced a significant amount of trauma. And ultimately, as you can imagine, a lot of autistic people. So I wanted to give you 4 ways in which you can pull your personal power back from things and people and experiences and events and systems that pull it away from you. Hi, I'm Jade. I'm a private psychotherapist. I'm also diagnosed autistic. And I run a place called Planet Pure, a place where I help autistic people begin to understand themselves rather than blame themselves. Number 1, I separated blame from responsibility. So yes, somebody else might be responsible for what happened, but blame looks backwards and responsibility looks forwards. And I had to ultimately test this theory continually until it became concrete, a new internal concrete rule in my mind through bottom-up processing and finding evidence to support that. Number 2, I talk about this a lot, especially in Planet Pure. Acceptance is not the same as agreement. Acceptance isn't saying that everything is okay. Acceptance isn't saying that they was right in some way. Acceptance isn't the same as agreement. Acceptance is simply accepting reality. This happened. I wish it didn't, but it did. Because you cannot actually heal from reality whilst you are simultaneously denying or arguing with reality. Number 3, finding a framework that actually helps reality make sense. And this is the part that probably a lot of people struggle to do. So people might say something like, just accept that people aren't perfect. But for me, it just wasn't enough. Well, actually, it helped me, weirdly enough. My cats do things all of the time that I don't like. They might bring me a bird, or they might scratch things, or they act on their instincts. And I don't necessarily like some of the instincts that they have. But I love them dearly. And I can dislike those behaviours while still understanding that they are truly just being cats. And eventually, I think somewhere inside of that, I realised that humans are not purely rational either. People love this idea that we are so evolved, that we are so driven by logic and a deep level of self-awareness. But we are also driven by fear, ego, insecurities, traumas, self-preservation, instincts. Like, we are animals. And as much as I might be in a different place with my journey and not agree with things, and I understand that some harmful behaviours are definitely not okay, it made it easier to be less shocked by it when other people did it. And number 4, building a rule in your internal system that survives reality. So one of the things that helped me was finding rules that reality just couldn't disprove. So replacing basically old logic, old beliefs, old rules with a stronger, much more unbreakable one. Because underneath a lot of anger is usually probably a belief or a rule. So people should be fair, for example, or people shouldn't knowingly go around hurting other people. And I moved them into things that actually held the truth of reality. So humans are capable of both kindness and cruelty, and I can evidence that. Or some people learn from pain, and some people repeat it. And guess what? I can see that. I can evidence that. That stands the test of reality. Because this is one of the strongest walls that I see people face. And it still shocks me that I'm able to be in a completely different place with it now, because it ruled much of my life and my mental health for so long. And it's why I'm writing a book on this exact formula. But I thought this would be a great starter for people who are really wanting to do the work.